Live on the gram. All right, I am live. Welcome to Consultation Wednesday with your boy Jonah Bay, where he explains their laws to you so you can use it easily and get your remedy. Right now, I just played a clip. I'll play the clip again right now.
Let me ask you a question. Nike doesn't pay any tax. Why does Nike not pay tax? So I'll give you a very simple version. They have two companies. One set up in Belize with a 1% tax rate. One set up in Europe. The one set up in Europe sells Nike trainers, pays all the staff, pays the stores, sells all the shoes, makes all the money, makes millions and millions and millions in profit. The one in Belize owns the trademark. So after 100 million, 200 million, whatever it is, comes into the European company. The European company has a debt to Belize to use the trademark. All the profit is net coincidence. That goes to Belize. Then Belize government comes along and goes, give us 1%. Boom, boom, done. Tax paid. It's all a scam.
All right. He just broke down how easy it is if you set up an express trust and you have the LLC, and how all the profit that went to the LLC gets charged money from your trust for using the trademark, the name. The trust will own the name, which is the trademark of the company, the LLC. First of all, for all of y'all that's been doing trust with me and learning from me, what did I tell y'all to do? I told y'all to get a DBA before you even set up the LLC. Or y'all know it as the, what did I call it? The enterprise, right? So now the trust has the trademark. Now you also do a common law trademark with the DBA, but then the trust sends a bill to the LLC, the enterprise, for the same amount of money that came in. So therefore, it does not pay tax. It does not pay tax. How dope is that? And everyone with their companies and their LLCs can set it up that way and not pay any taxes, just like Nike. Nike don't pay taxes, all right? We doing big things around here. We're giving you a lot of information that the rich is using for commerce, because that's what we're going to be using. That's another gem that I broke to y'all. And I tell, shit, just a couple of weeks ago, I told you about the life insurance, how to use it and get the money for your business funded and all that, become your own bank. So y'all got to jump on that information. But I'm going to go back to what I was reading Monday. And then for y'all to get more information, I'm actually prepping y'all for the webinar on 241, 242 suit. I'm also prepping people for the seminar that's going to be on October 29th in New York City. For more information, just go to jonahbay.com, right, to set up and see the information for that seminar so you can come. All right? So that's how that's going to work. So let me get on to this reading real quick. I'm only going to read one page, and then I'm going to open up the call lines because it is Consultation Wednesday. I got to answer people's questions. So here you go. Thus, any type of detainment or confinement of a person, or restriction or deprivation of their liberty or freedom of locomotion, where he is compelled to remain where he does not wish to remain, or go to where he does not wish to go, is an imprisonment. The only question thereafter is whether or not the imprisonment is false. The word false comes from the common law and is synonymous with unlawful. Unlawful is synonymous with they got to follow the Constitution. A false arrest. A false arrest is one means of committing false imprisonment. In describing false imprisonment as being the unlawful restraint of liberty of the citizen or the primary right of freedom of locomotion, the Supreme Court of Idaho also stated, keep in mind, I'm going to drop these joints for you. Supreme Court of Idaho, these are the things you use in your suit, your 241, 242, your Title 18. Imprisonment and any restraint of the personal liberty of another or prevention of his movements from place to place or his free action according to his own pleasure or will is false imprisonment when it's done without lawful authority. So the cop pulls you over, right? He stopped your locomotive. Was it lawful? No, because the actual Constitution and the what is it? Declaration of it's slipping my mind. Articles of Confederation, Articles of Association. Article of Confederation says you have free ingress and regress. That means you can travel. Look up the word. Look up ingress and look up the word ingress and degress. And it means go to and from. That's the right to travel inside the Articles of Confederation. Articles of Confederation is supreme law of the land because the Constitution of the United States says anything that existed before the adoption of this Constitution is in full effect as if it was when it was created. Okay? Direct quote. That's called the Supremacy Clause, right? So you have the right to travel free. Now, when they stopped you, that was false imprisonment. That's a 241, 242 suit. Get it? Even though you didn't get no ticket or anything, that was still unlawful. Because why? When they stopping you, it's just like they just came into your house. If they came into your house, they have to have what? A warrant. And they have to have an affidavit in support of the warrant, the reason why they got the warrant, and then come into your house. They need the same thing for your car. They need a warrant to stop you and an affidavit in support of the warrant saying you did something to someone. And had the right, the lawful reason to detain you, arrest you, and lock you up. Right? They never have that. They never have that. Right? So a lot of things have happened to y'all, and y'all didn't know how to go about suing them. I'm teaching y'all now. In reviewing several textbook definitions of false imprisonment, the Supreme Court of North Carolina stated, another Supreme Court case, false imprisonment is unlawful and total restraint of liberty of a person. The imprisonment is false in the sense of being unlawful. The right violated by this tort is freedom of locomotion. It belongs historically to the class of rights known as simple or primary rights. And the theory of law is that one interferes with the freedom of locomotion or another at his own peril. Now, they are stopping your mode of locomotion all the time. All the time. And you could have been suing them. No one's taught you how. Now it says, a rather complete description of what does and does not constitute false imprisonment was given by the Supreme Court of Kansas as follows. So the Supreme Court of Kansas is going to tell you what is false imprisonment. False imprisonment is necessarily a wrongful interference with the personal liberty of an individual. The wrong may be committed by words alone or by acts alone, or both, and by merely operating on the will of the individual by personal violence or both. It is not necessary that the individual be confined within a prison or within walls, or that he be assaulted or even touched. It is not necessary there should be any injury done to the individual's person or his character or reputation, nor is it necessary that the wrongful act committed with the malice or will, or even with the slightest wrongful intention, nor is it necessary that the act be under color of any legal judicial proceeding. All of that is necessary is that the individual be restrained of his liberty without any sufficient legal cause thereof, and by words or acts which he fears to disregard. See, now, one of the things you want to do when you setting these cops up, you want to ask them, am I free to leave? Am I under arrest? He's going to say, no, you can't leave, and I'm detaining you. What crime has been committed? He might get mad and buck up, or he might not. You know what I mean? Boom. Now you put that in your affidavit as a complaint, your complaint that he told you you couldn't leave. That means you was what? You was confined. That was imprisonment. That was imprisonment. All right, let me finish reading this page. False imprisonment exists not only by words or acts that one fears to disregard, but also by such an act and measures that he cannot disregard. No fear or disobedience need to exist. If someone causes a situation that makes it impossible for another to exercise their liberty or locomotion, it is false imprisonment. False imprisonment is the name of the category of torts that unlawfully deprive or interfere with the liberty of a person. Under this category, the unlawful arrest is most common type of wrong committed. Another common way in which the wrong of the nature occurs is by unlawful detention of a person in a room, jail, or other locomotion or location. Definition of false imprisonment usually comes from unlawful restraints of this nature. So it just told you straight up what they've been doing is false imprisonment to you. False imprisonment. But let me I'm not gonna say what I'm reading because it's an overview of what I'm going through on the webinar, but the people on the webinar will have it. The people in the seminar in New York will know where it's coming from. But on the air, nah, y'all ain't gonna know. And let me play my commercial for jonahbay.com. Then I'm gonna come back and open up the call lines.
Pitch the guys. Are you dealing with a legal situation? Are you being stopped and questioned by police for no reason? Got you feeling like the deck is stacked against you? You can get everything you need to protect yourself, your rights, and your property at jonahbay.com. You can learn how to remove that so-called judge from your case with the writ of penitence and assises webinar and template. Get that so-called judge out of here. You can learn how to save your money so you can make money with the Discharge Webinar DVD right here at jonahbay.com. While you're there, you definitely need to pick up the injunction webinar and template. Don't believe me? Check this out. Peace to the gods. You're now listening to the sounds of Hindsight Radio.
I want to share a story regarding the injunction. I did the injunction, and I was stopped by the police. I didn't realize So he said ticket, and so he went to his car and ran my plate, and I literally mean he almost ran back to my car with my license and said, "Have a nice day," and sent me on my way.
What happened to the ticket, though? Where's my damn?
No ticket. He sent me on. He told me to have a nice day and sent me on my way. So the injunction does work.
Go visit JonahBay.com. At JonahBay.com, you can choose from a wide selection of webinars, seminars, templates, certified documents to get you ready. He can teach you how to go ahead and get out of debt. And not only get out of debt, but to be self-sufficient where you don't need to go ahead and utilize the system. You are the system. JonahBay.com.
All right. We back from the break. We got an upcoming seminar. The Republic Strikes Back seminar is October 29th, Saturday in New York City. For more information, go to JonahBay.com to get the details and buy your tickets. All right. Now, with that being said, let me open up these call lines and see what's going on. I'm going to 516-270. Peace to the God. Peace.
Peace to the G.O.D.
Peace, God.
What's going on? ¿Cómo estás, mi hermano? Yeah, just to drop something real quick, your February 14th episode, 2022, is pretty good. You go through the Supremacy Clause, the Georgia Constitution, Articles of Confederation.
Absolutely.
It's pretty good for your newbies and stuff like that, even the old heads that want to knock off the dust a little bit. You know?
Well, I always tell people, go to SoundCloud.com and look up the archives. VTHEE Jonah Bay Archives. THEE Jonah Bay Archive. And you're going to hear all that shit. Oh, man, back in those days, I used to do 3-hour shows and I could teach a lot more. Now I'm limited to what they're going to allow me to say on these platforms.
That.
Right.
Well, what you're dropping is heavy duty. Can't wait for that webinar, man.
Yes, sir.
I want to act. Yes, man. If you get a correspondence via email or paper, whatever, and you write diagonally across it, you offer the contracts not accepted, and in line with this 241, 242 suit, will I write out the language of it, or I know you say not to put the codes on there and stuff like that, like Title 18.
Write out the language. You can always write out all language, right? You just won't put the code, because if you put the code, you might be in the wrong jurisdiction. If you on the state level and you put a code of the federal, they're gonna be like, it don't apply, right? Okay. Like a constitutional challenge. They'll be like, it don't apply. Even though the federal law clearly says and state court, right? But on the state level, they don't have a code that specifically says constitutional challenge. On the state level, it's just called what's in the Constitution, a habeas corpus, a writ of habeas corpus. A writ of habeas corpus is a constitutional challenge. But if you was to just write out the federal rule for the constitutional challenge without putting the code, ain't nothing they could say. They would have to accept it as a constitutional challenge, which is a habeas corpus.
Okay. And as far as, like you was teaching also with the pursuant to means to conform, right? So like the Constitution. And take notice, is that putting them on blast when you put take notice?
Yes. You telling them what's the key points.
Okay. So if I was to write out on the document, I could put pursuant to, or should I just put take notice, like the Supremacy?
You could do either or.
Write that out.
You could do either or.
What is that, John?
You can do either or. I use both of them interchangeably. If I'm talking about the Constitution, I say pursuant to the Constitution, right? Because anything that goes
Mhm.
against the Constitution is what? Void, right? On its face. Now, if I'm talking something else, then I say take notice.
When you're talking something else, you say take notice.
Yes. Like I might say, take notice. The Supreme Court of Idaho said this, that, this, and the other.
Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah, that Georgia Constitution is bomb, man. And the Articles of Confederation, dude, I could just write those out all day.
Right.
That's it.
Right. Because what are you
that's it.
doing? You're holding the trustees, aka public official, cops, judges, governors, all of that. You're
Judiciaries, I
holding
guess you
them
call
to their what? Trusteeship.
Mhm.
Their trusteeship. The constitutions are a trust, and they are the trustees, as the Georgia Constitution tells you directly, and they must follow it. If they don't, 241, 242, 1983
Beautiful.
suit.
Yes, sir. As far as the trust, when you was talking that earlier, that thing is bomb. Where is it again? What can I find where it says the express trust is like the superior one?
Man,
Trust, right?
it's in the Georgia Code for Trust. If you got my webinar number 2, I show you exactly those laws of Georgia, where it says it. You got Rule 17.
There it is. I think that's what you had said.
Rule 17, yes, of the Federal Rules of Procedure, and its plaintiff and defendant capacity to sue, right? Public officers.
Mhm.
And it got down there E of number 1, subsection E, a trustee of an express trust.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, I went over that a few months ago. I just couldn't find that video.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my brother, I appreciate it, man. I'm going to yield back. I'm sure some people want some revenue over there. God bless you, Joan. I love you, man. Thanks for all you do.
Thank you.
Man.
I love you
Be
too.
one.
Peace.
Peace.
All right, I'm going to 901 632. Peace to the God. Peace.
Hey, peace to the guys, John.
Peace to the God. I'm doing wonderful, magnificent, and great. How you doing?
Oh man, I'm doing wonderful, magnificent, and great myself, God.
Ah, shit.
All right. So I was also in the archives, man, and I was listening to the John where you was talking about the Charlie Sprinkle.
Yes, sir.
So is it necessary if we was to try to get like a certified copy of that court case?
No.
Would it help anything?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, another question is
that case
right,
was never officially finished. Remember, it was dropped because they gave him everything he wanted.
Right. I remember you saying that on the show.
Mm-hmm.
So with the let's say for instance, like you already like the state got you under contract for like a simple little traffic ticket or something, but they put you in a contract where you have to do like some probation or something like that. Is it a way off of that?
You can sue
like
them.
You already signed the contract and all of that.
That's a problem because if you signed the contract and all that, you agreed that it wasn't false arrest.
Right.
You agreed to all the terms. It was a contract. You said, I owe you.
And I'm willing to pay, right?
Yep.
So it's basically like, but so that rescission of signature wouldn't help anything.
You could try. You know what they say. Once you make a deal with the devil, that's it.
That's it. Okay. All right, man. Well, I'm going to yield the floor, God. That was basically all I had.
All right. Peace, God. So let me read this.
God.
It says, Kevin Bay, greetings, Brother Jonah. What do you think about our indigenous people putting that pressure on public officials? I think it's necessary. I think we have to. That's my view on it. All right, I'm going to the next caller. I'm going to 615 492. Peace to the God. Peace. 615-492. All right, I'm moving on. 731-343. Peace to the God. Peace.
Peace, guy. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing wonderful, magnificent, great. How you doing?
I'm saying, man, no need to complain.
No doubt.
Hey, so look, I'm new. I'm still learning, and been in them archives each and every day.
Dope.
And I had a question over something I heard, man, because like I said, I just bought a new vehicle,
Mm-hmm.
and it was I forgot exactly which one it was, but it was saying something pertaining to special deposit only, and then signing your name on there, signing the straw man name on there for the time being, because I don't have a trust set up yet.
All right. So what are you trying to accomplish by doing that?
I'm just trying to make sure that it goes into the private as I'm building up everything. I'm trying to keep from signing that title in the straw man's name, basically.
Okay, that's not gonna, you know what I mean? That's not gonna do anything. That's like perfect example. Like when you want to use a statement like that, it's kind of like, let's say you at a job, your job gives you a check every Friday, whatever. You give it to the bank, you cashing it at the bank, or you deposit it, and you supposed to say right on it the memo, redeemed in lawful money, right? Now, supposedly that's supposed to, make the demand for lawful money and make it lawful money that went into your bank account. I understand what it's saying and all that. I haven't seen any difference where it makes any difference.
Okay, cool. Well, I understand that. That's new. Okay. Couple more questions. As far as like you presenting your paperwork in court, can it be handwritten or does that have to be typed?
It can be handwritten, and that's like what they used to expect in chancery court, right? And that would prove that it was an actual man that wrote that, right? But in their fake ABA courts, administrative courts, they're gonna be like, I can't read your goddamn handwriting. So then,
my pen game on point, but I got you. It's something they'll try to use.
They're gonna try to say that, dog. Especially if you got that bomb paperwork.
Got you.
Think about it. Even if you buy a old ass constitution that was written in script, right? They're gonna have the translation for you. They're gonna write it out in print. So if you're gonna do that, you better have both.
Got you. All right. One more thing. Well, it's not a question, but I'm making sure I got the steps right. When I'm doing the injunction, I send it to the Attorney General, the Attorney General, the Governor, and 3 sheriffs in my county and a couple of them around.
Yep.
Okay, Attorney General, Governor. Okay, got you. All right. With my birth certificate, I sent it off and through vital check, and we got the seal and all that from the Secretary of State. So I need to take it to the county clerk and send it to somewhere in Washington.
What is it?
I'm asking. My bad. My birth certificate. I sent it off through vital.
All right. What you gonna do? You're gonna Google Jonah Bey, who owns you. It has the whole process. It's a PDF.
Okay. All right. Yeah, man. I'm kind of behind on that one. And where do you have the notary authenticated at?
Right at the county where its seal is. She'll hit it with the seal, and the seal will say Fulton County. You go to Fulton County and say, you go to the clerk and say, I need to make sure this is a real notary and it's up to date. Can you authenticate? And they will.
Okay. Oh, man, I appreciate you, man. You're doing a great help.
Thank you, brother. Peace. And welcome as a newbie.
Thank,
Welcome.
thank you.
I'm going to the next call. I'm going to 408-761. Peace to the God. Peace.
Peace to the guys, brother Jonah Bay. How are you, man? Thanks for taking my call. We're going to be straight to the point. I have a child support, and at the same time, I filed for the annulment. But I've been listening to the archives, so you said to take care of child support first. So I just want to know the process. I just went and got the affidavit of the original court order, both of them, and I already have it. I denied everything.
Mhm.
And also, I have that color of law form, the child support injunction, got the Georgia, but I just went based on that and looked to the Constitution of 1849 of California, and I just kind of wait based on that. And also, I have the denial of U.S. citizen. Yeah. And my question is, which one do I turn in the rebuttals to the court clerk as soon as I notarize it?
Listen.
Do I put all the forms together, or do I have to turn in those forms to the rebuttals?
Okay. Did you ask for discovery yet?
No. I don't know how to do that.
It's a template on my website, and you always want to ask for that. You want to see the Constitution says you have the right to know who's accusing you and what charges they got against you. They changed the name and just called it discovery. You want to ask for discovery before you start fighting the case, because if they can't provide you with a discovery, then guess what? Then it gets dismissed.
Okay, so that's a 4.1 of discovery, right? And okay, and also my ex, she's married, so I have that on a hold. I kind of do everything, but she doesn't want to sign it, so I try to default it. But
hold on. This is the case that you're in is just a divorce?
No, it's annulment, because she's married in Mexico, and then she married with me. She got married.
Okay, you're not gonna do a discovery for that. I thought it was another case that they were trying to bring you in for. Yeah, you're gonna do your rebuttals, and when you do your rebuttals, you're gonna give it to the clerk of court. You're gonna give it to you're gonna give the clerk of court another copy that says for the opposing attorney. And then you're going to give them your copy, and they're going to stamp your copy so you can prove that they received it.
Okay. And also one more thing, because I kind of tried it once, to turn in some other people, but they don't accept it. They just give it to me and said, I don't want to go in because if I don't turn in.
What do you mean they didn't accept it? Do you have to mail it in?
No, I was thinking about just getting notarized and just walk in with it. And
yeah, that's what I said. Give it to the clerk. Yes.
Okay, got it. So I keep 2 copies and tell them to take judicial notice and give them to the opposing attorney and the judge, right? And also, when do I need to serve the other people? Because I went to the child support agency and I asked them to give me the name of the supervisor.
You gotta Google that. Google it, or call them and ask them.
No, yeah, I got it. I went and they gave me the supervisor's names and the clerk. So do I send them to the child support agency through notary presentment?
Yeah, you're gonna do notary presentment. And you're gonna make it seem like the notary sent it out for you and all of that. And yeah, you send it to all those people.
Okay. And sorry, but the last question is, the notary presentment, do I get, I ordered the package from you. Do I just get the notary presentment and just give 3 forms because they have to send it 3 times, right?
I always like to send it 3 times because that's called the administrative process. And if you do that and they didn't answer the 3rd time, they're under latches. That means they can't answer no more. They're barred. So I do it. That's what I do. Yes.
Okay, thank you, God. And the last one, I promise. And after that, how do I get remedy of that, or how do I get paid, or how are they going to pay me, reimburse me everything? Because right now I'm living on the streets, and they take all the paycheck or whatever for so long already. And right now I'm kind of busted, so
that's a whole nother lawsuit. I have never did the research and I have never tried it.
Okay.
I might bring that in the future. I'm not ready for nothing like that yet.
Okay, and as soon as I get paid every month. I'm gonna get a consultation with you, man. And thank you so much, God.
All right, peace, God.
Thank you, bro. God, peace, God.
Now I know he's gonna be happy as hell when he used the methods that I'm showing him, and he's offered child support. Damn shame he worked hard every goddamn day and still gotta be homeless, jumping from house to house when he can. I'm going to the next caller, 424-281. Peace to the God. Peace.
Peace, God.
Peace, God. What up?
Yeah, shit. No, man. I'm waiting for you to drop this info, man, so we can get these lawsuits popping.
Yo, if you're paying attention, I'm dropping info every day to get y'all acquainted with the shit. You know what I mean?
No doubt. I mean, that's what it's always been, though.
I've always done that. I've always done that.
That's always been the mission.
Yes,
so,
sir.
You know what I'm saying? Because, someone asks you that question, is it necessary for us to put pressure? Man, what? Man, come on, man. You see this shit? It's called Republic Strikes Back, man. We got to come back, man.
Facts.
But no one's gonna hold these people accountable but us. We the next wave, bro. Y'all got to realize that and understand that shit. This shit is war out here.
It's war.
This shit is not a game, yo. We fighting for our freedom, bro.
And nobody's safe.
We're doing right. Facts. This shit is warfare. People this shit is nah, this shit is really real. We gotta hold these people accountable. Ain't nobody gonna do it. They not gonna do it. They not gonna.
I know of no one else trying to do it either.
No one is. No one is. I mean, you don't see it like that.
No, I don't.
There's different levels to this shit. Right. Where we at? No, we don't see it. I don't see people. I see people going in the court just getting chopped up, man. Going in there, they don't have no clue what's going on. They just, they're just blind, man. It's like, saying is, if you don't know the rules of the game, how can you play the game?
Absolutely.
And seeing that's the thing right now. You know what I'm saying? It's, we don't know how to conduct ourselves in court. You know what I'm saying? We don't know how to move.
Exactly.
We think we in the court. We think we in the court, but we not, man. That lower court's hell.
Yes, it is. And it's a fake court.
That lower court, yeah. Fact.
All right, thanks for your input, bro. We only got 5 minutes. Peace, God.
No doubt. Peace to the God. Peace.
All right, someone on YouTube wrote some very good things. Brian Glenn, he said, peace to the gods. Just want to say that Jonah Bay shit don't work. Laugh out loud. Well, I bought your child support injunction from you in 2018, and I've been offered child support free until this day. Thanks, fam. And then another brother, damn, it's gone. That was a testimony. So, we getting people to get out of their things and fix their party. And fix their problems. So I'm happy to do it. And that was the first thing I ever did, was get myself off of child support. Now, that doesn't mean that you're not going to be a father, you know what I mean? And be there for the child and be in the child's life and buy gifts and help with money and all that. But you do it at your own accord. It's just like if you lived with a woman and the kid lived with you, you do it at your own accord. That means, we got bills this week. I ain't giving no money for no new sneakers this week. He could get it at the end of the month. You know what I mean? That's the freedom that you have once you get off child support. But I don't want you to use it as an excuse not to take care of your kid. All right. With that being said, that's our show for today. Remember, we got a upcoming webinar, The Republic Strikes Back, October 29th in New York City. For more info, go to jonahbay.com. Find out the address because you can pay at the door. All right. And with that being said, peace to the
Goodbye.
All right. I'm out. Peace.